What's up, amazing people out there? There's a cat circling my chair that makes me nervous because cats do crazy things. Jinjer, Judgement, and Punishment, one take vocal performance. Okay, so this is my second time hearing Jinjer. I am like a cat. I want to see lots of shiny things. I like to see a lot of movement on the screen. It's just how I am. But I assume this is like a vocal booth type of thing. Yeah, I hear you. See, I hear how you're acting. That's why you got me nervous. The cat likes me to drop an armrest down so she can jump up on it. Watch. As long as I talk, boom, there she is. That's you. You're a cat. Say hi. Okay, but please don't fuck up any of the gear if you can. You can find it in your soul not to fuck up my camera. Like, that would be dope. And she's always like, meow, I don't speak English. Okay. There is some nervousness here. This is the second time reaction. Cat. No, I'm about to kick her out. You feeling a kind of way, right? I know you are. And I love you. You are amazing. But for right now, you're going to have to go outside. So, I know. So look at them. I'm saying bye, y'all. Now, where was I? I know how reactions work, man. I made like a zillion of them. I know what people want and why they are very mad at me sometimes. You are probably clicking on this video because you already know what this song sounds like and you want me to be like, oh my God, holy shit. But dude, I haven't heard the song yet. And I have now heard the previous performance where the drummer was amazing and then Tatiana all of a sudden switched from that singing to the growl. And I was like, oh, fuck. But now I'm aware, right? Now I'm aware that the drummer is dope. I'm aware that the players are awesome and that she's got this growl. So I can't be shocked by that, right? So I'm hoping, I'm like you. You and I were kind of the same in a way. Like, I want to be blown away, but I don't know what we're going to get. And now there's no longer a shock value. Now it's what do they do with the talent? You know what I mean? So let's fucking go. Oh, for those of you who didn't read my previous comment when I said I was going to tell my older brother about this, he did the most common older brother shit a dude would ever do. He wasn't hating. And I was like, dude, this fucking Jinjer shit is fucking dope, man. And he was like, I'll pull up the fucking text message. Maybe you can see it on the screen. My brother's name is Alan. Can you see this? I said, oh, I was drunk. So I only wrote one line. Do you know this? Because I didn't. And I sent him the Jinjer link. And he responded with, yep, period. Been listening to them for 5 years now. She is a badass. Can you see that on the bottom? That is what older brothers do. Older brothers are like, bruh, this thing that you just now are finding out about 5 years ago. Anyways, let's go. Hey, okay, I don't feel so bad now. We all got cats. I will be superficial, not being like she's pretty. I mean, she's pretty, but I'm saying like, I do love people who have like, just like cool fucking colors. Like whatever. I said it was superficial. Fuck.
We came from the land where kindness equals weakness. Feelings are conditioned.
This is actually reggae. Let's back up. This is reggae.
We came from the land
Focus on the guitar. The guitar is doing upstrokes on the off beats. This is reggae. Here, I'll grab a guitar. When you just take like any chord and you do off beats. It's still reggae. It doesn't matter how like fancy you push it on top. If you go and you do whatever, dude, it's still reggae. So it's a reggae. This is a metal reggae track.
Kindness equals weakness. Feelings are conditional. Your judgment.
That is, of course, not reggae.
Your judgment. So your own punishment.
So I'm like so excited because I've never heard a reggae song turn to. I can't do it because there's also a mic here and I can't really growl or whatever. But I'm like, do you? Damn. All right. Oh, she's also on the same page as me. The red. I know you're probably looking for like technical musical analysis, but dude, I just talk about what the fuck I see, bruh. Her lipstick is the same shade of red as the top. And maybe you don't focus on that. Fine. I'm just saying, that's real. Like, that's... Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Ooh, those little last chimes right at the very end of the phrase from the drummer. Or they're probably not chimes, they're probably smaller and smaller symbols, like a 8-inch and a 6-inch or something. One more time for the people home.
An individual with bitter in the world is a cause of defeat. Love, all your good intentions, I'm muted. Tell me what you gonna.
Boyakasha! Shout out to my homie, Ali G. If you don't know about Ali G, I'm just too old, I'm sorry. Look up Ali G. It's Sasha Baron Cohen. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Boyakasha!
Tell me what you gonna bring to the table. Do you know we're gonna eat at the same table? Your system of beliefs put into the test.
Oh, that guitar just came in hard as fuck. Yeah, if you can't tell by my face, the reggae part is my favorite part. Back up. Boom, ba-da-ga-da, da-ga-da. What did he just do? Dude, alright, it's only like 6 seconds long, but that's fucking amazing. I'm not like I said in another video, like scream shit is like not my thing, but they do it so well, but it's not my thing. But I mean, I love talent. Yes, the guitar line, sorry, maybe I'm supposed to be focusing on her vocals because it's like a one vocal take, but the guitar line backed up by the bass, but the guitar line and the drummer right here is what I'm focused on. Yes, I don't know why. Wait, is that shit in, I'm about to say something stupid. Is that in 7? I gotta back up, sorry. The power of stage. Yes, I don't know why. No, it's not in 7, but it's like in a regular. It's where the accents are grouped irregularly. So like if I had an accent of 3 and then 5, it still comes out to 8. 8 is very normal. I was like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still, you can still count it as like 4. It's like still like a normal groove, but it's not. The accents are different. I cannot do a Christopher Walken impression, but Christopher Walken is one of the best examples of when you take normal, like something that's very normal, like he's speaking normal words in a normal flow-ish, but then the way he accents certain syllables, all of a sudden it's Christopher Walken and it's not anybody else.
That's exactly what makes us go even further.
Drummer, man. The drummer. Because, like, it's one of these things where, like, I would assume when you're coming up with these parts, a lot of times the guitarist, bass player are coming up with these parts and then they're putting vocals on top. And the drummer has to find a way to fit in what's going on. And it might not seem crazy. It might not seem crazy, but it is. Dude, it's crazy. Back up. Back up. Like, don't listen. I'm asking you. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to the guitar. Keep the guitar, like, in your background. Like, that's, like, it is the most prominent thing musically that's going on. But listen to what the drummer's doing to accent the guitar line. Oh, and now that my eyes are closed. That's why I close my eyes sometimes when shit's like fancy. Like a Stevie Wonder syndrome, like turn your eyes off, pretend you were blind. Now I'm all of a sudden hearing the bass player do it a lot more than I thought he was doing. The bass players, everyone's killing it. Like you have said, that they're all amazing at what they do. But look at the levels, right? The first thing was I heard guitar, and then I heard how the drums were accenting what the guitar was doing. And then now in the space between the guitar and the drums, the bass is also being super active, but the bass is not being active on top of the guitar or the drums. The bass is actually filling in a middle gap, which is not what typically bass players would do. Typically, I don't think. Usually a guitarist or a singer is filling in the gaps, not a bass player. There's the bass. Now they're all in use, like right after I said that was the bass. I tried to call out the bass part. Then all of a sudden they went back to unison. Ish, which is all of a sudden the bass player and the guitarist are becoming one unit. Whereas right before that, the bass player and the guitar player were separate. They were doing different things. Still unison. Oh, by the way, for me, I'm like super old school. So when I hear the bass and the guitar come together like this in this heavy environment, I always think Pantera. Pantera is like that sound. Maybe you pick somebody different, but that's the way that Dimebag would blend with the bass, but super aggressive, and then they would split apart again. But right now, it's like one team just punching you in the fucking head.
Your judgment, your punishment.
Yeah. Thanks, computer, for fucking making some noise there. Well, I always keep it 100% transparent. And I hope I just went through something like this with a different video that like you wouldn't give a fuck about. But like keep it, dude. I tell you, like, I tell you things that I would want to hear. Like, I want to hear, but I would tell you things that when I'm asking motherfuckers questions and they're dancing around, like, I want the real answer. You know what I mean? I think this is awesome. And just like the other song I would send to my brother, I would send this to him, but now I can't because he's like, I've been listening for 5 years, so I'm sure he's already fucking seen this, right? I have no problem with anything in it. Nothing. I have no problem with the vocals, the drums, the bass, the guitar. I have no problem. I think everything is 100% a fucking killer. But this is something I went through with heavier bands. For me, a heavier band is Pantera, because again, I'm old, dude. I'm like 77. You know what I'm saying? But there are Pantera songs I go back to, and I'm like, just the other day, I went back and played I'm Broken. Like, not just listen to it, but like put the guitar on, tune down to C sharp. Let's fucking play I'm Broken. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 da da ba down, boom, 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 right? Da 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 da, ba ba ba, da da da, boom, boom, right? I don't feel that compulsion with this song. Right? Love, I think, awesome. 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Everyone was crazy on point. I have no judgments, criticisms, not that my ideas necessarily matter, but I am not drawn to like go back to the song and listen to it like a zillion more times, or even 3 more times. I might listen to it 1 more time. I said I might. So we're doing 50-50. It's a 50-50 chance maybe we're gonna come back and listen to this song again. But it's the same thing with Pantera or super old, like you wanna go way older, like Anthrax and shit. Like, there are certain songs you hear and you're like, that's a banger. If I was at a fucking concert, I'm like, glad you played it, because I would be losing my mind while you played it. But if I'm not at a live show, is this a track I'm gonna just go to? And it's a reaction. I'm reacting. Can you see the reaction happening? It's fucking taking place right in front of you. I don't think I'm gonna turn this on. Even though there's nothing wrong with it. It's like, can we take this completely to a different world? Can we go to like a polar opposite world? I love classical music and classical guitar. But there are thousands of classical songs that, when I say thousands, I'm not like fucking... Dude, I went to school for 7 years living and breathing classical shit, which means I heard a lot of classical shit. And a lot of it, I was like, this sounds nice, but I don't ever need to hear it again. You know? In fact, let's do one detour on my mentor and let's disappear. When I started working with him, he was probably 72, 71. He was the guy who created the guitar program in the state of Georgia for like Georgia State and University of Georgia and all these places. He didn't have a doctoral degree because there was no doctoral degree. This is way back in the late 60s, early 70s. And one time he told me this story, and it's resonated with me because I think of how accurate it is. That somebody, I wish I could remember who it was, like what their specialty was, but somebody who loved him and thought he was awesome, one day came by his office and said, "Hey, do you really like this classical guitar shit?" Right, like you're friends, like, hey, we're friends, like we're on the same level. And someone goes like, "Do you really like this classical guitar shit?" And he said, 92, 93% of all of it I don't like. But the 7% that I do like is enough to keep me busy for the rest of my life. That's how I feel about country and bluegrass and metal. I think probably like out of 100 songs, probably only 7 I love. But there's so many songs and there's so many artists that 7 out of 100, that number is so big when you work it out across all the groups that there's enough music that I will love that I will never hear it all before I die. This is not in the 90, this is not in the top 7%. I don't need to come back to this. I might show it off to someone else. If someone goes, "Hey, K-pop dude," because I do like K-pop. They're like, "Hey, K-pop dude, what do you know about metal?" oh, well then 100%, I'm gonna bring this fucking song up. Not because I love it, but because it's in my wheelhouse now. Like, it's part of something that I know a little bit about, that I've experienced. And I'm impressed by their playing. I'm impressed by all right, okay. Let's go one level deeper for a second, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. Making an amazing song and being amazing players is not like this thing where you're like, oh, here's this really dope song, and they all like were amazing. No. If you're a cover band, that's what's happening. These are the people who are existing together to make music together, who have an idea of something to make, and they came together to make it happen. That's way bigger. That's way bigger, in my opinion. It's way bigger than just like, do you love the song? It's like, no. It's not do I love the song. It's do I love the people who put together this amount of effort to make this thing happen. And I 100% love that. Makes sense? Don't need to hear the song again. It's not, it's like not one of them heavy songs that like I want to hear again. Don't hate it. Don't want to turn the song off. But when I think about the intensity and the dedication of the people behind the song, combined with how dope the fucking song is, yeah, that's why I'm going to listen to more of their stuff. That makes sense? I hope so. 24 minutes. I talk too fucking much. I'm out of here.